Hello, welcome back to Amber's Chick Flicks. Alright, so soon I will be going on lockdown. And yes, this is cheap, but this is how I do it because the baskets are so expensive. This is a strawberry curtain, and at the bottom I have some gutter protector. It's like for the drainage for on top of the roof, like for the gutters there. And this is just plastic, and it's to guard for leaves and stuff like that, and it works really good. I like that. Okay, tonight is 24 for my experiment, for 9 being turned and 9 not being turned. So I would like to candle and show that on video. As you see, I have tons of eggs in here. There are 5 different batches in there. Okay, so I'm gonna move these over here because I want to candle the ones I'm not turning first. Okay, so because day 24, they're gonna soon hatch, and I'm hoping these look better. And as a matter of fact, I really do think this one's died. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see what I see on the other side of the egg. It's just one glob. This one's dead. I no longer see any blood veins. I don't see any movement. And this is extremely underdeveloped. So I'm going to put this aside because I'm going to toss it. I'm not having the risk of one of them explode and ruin my hatch. And I mean, with 5 different batches in here, that would really ruin a lot. Okay. Here's my next one. I see movement. I saw just a tiny flicker of movement. So at least I know this one's good. The air pocket's pretty decent, so I'm happy with that. Let's see. Am I gonna see movement or not? I think this one's dead, because a lot of the egg is clear. I'm gonna candle from the other side. Yeah, it's dark right here, but then at the epicenter, it's really dark. And I'm sure if I turn this, which since I think this one's dead, I'm gonna turn it just to see. Oh yeah, that's dead. Look, the whole bottom is clear. This is underdeveloped as well. So now I know it's dead. I'm gonna turn it, and hopefully y'all can see that it's kind of cloudy right here. It's kind of on the dark side, and then the epicenter right here is really, really dark. And I also don't see any blood veins. So this is another toss. So that's 4 out of 9 of this experiment for the non-turning that I'm tossing. I tossed 2 others, I think a couple weeks ago. Okay, this one's good. I just saw some movement right there. See? I hope you just saw that. So, There's 2 good ones. They might hatch. They might not. Who am I to say? I don't know what's gonna happen because I've never done this before with this experiment. Okay? Okay, I saw movement in this one too. So, that's pretty good. It might make some more. Come on. I see a tiny, tiny bit of movement. So, and this one's really developed. As you see, the whole egg is dark. I'm also going to turn it on the other side, so maybe you can see a little bit more. Alright, so even this side, completely dark. This is what I want to see a couple of days before hatch. So I'm going to keep that one. Being very gentle, trying not to turn them, as I'm still trying to keep this experiment going. Okay. I see blood veins on the top. And I see movement right here at the bottom. So, this is another good one. I am noticing that these that I'm not turning have a lot more liquid. So, gonna turn the egg sideways so the top is still staying up, so you can have a different angle. So you can see the blood veins up here, little striations, and even from this side I still see a little bit of movement. So that's 4 eggs that I'm keeping for this experiment. So very nice. And last one. Okay. This air pocket's actually well developed. I like that. I don't see movement, but the egg is very dark. Looks fully developed for what I'm looking for on day 24, 25. I already forgot what day. Yeah, that's nice. It's developed on the other side as well. Still wish I would see some movement, but oh, right there. Right there, it's going up and down, up and down. So, this egg is also still alive. So, out of 9, 5 might make it to hatch. And we'll see how well they do hatch. So I'm going to put that right there just to make sure they don't move as much as it could. One other thing I want to show that is really cool is this egg right here. This egg is developing, and I'm sure you can see that pretty nice crack right there. The egg is split, and there's hairline fractures all right here and all the way up. And then since this is not part of my experiment, I'm going to turn. And there's a hairline fracture all the way up here. But when I candle, I can actually see the membrane right here. And I did not put anything on it. Nothing. And look how beautiful this development is. Yesterday it was moving so well. I love this. I love how detailed, how much I can see. That dark spot is the eye. And a couple of days ago when I candled, I could see its long neck. I should have candled because that would have been so awesome to show everybody. But I just got home from work and I was super tired. So, Trying to figure out which eggs I want to put down there. Okay, this one's fertile. So I'm going to put that one down there. Because I don't want them rolling on me, so I'm just closing up the space. And that one's good as well. Because I don't want them rolling. Okay. Now that that's settled, we're going to go over here to the ones that are being turned 3 times a day. As you see, when you have multiple batches, it's hard to get to the eggs you want to candle. But that's the life of kind of trying to be a little cheap, but still enjoying your hobby. Okay, here's number 1. And since these are going to be turned, I'm going to turn them tonight. So, very nice, very dark, and I already saw a little bit of movement. And you can see a little bit of liquid right here, but that's really darn good. I like that. Okay, here's another one. I'm going to show you this way. See, there's a little bit of liquid right here. It's a little bit lighter. I see movement, so that's nice. This is one of my bigger, more rounder eggs that are in this batch. So a little bit more liquid is fine by me. And they also still have a couple of days. This one has some really nice movement right there. It's not going to move a lot because it doesn't have much room. So at this stage, if you don't see movement, it doesn't mean it's dead. Okay? I would rather put one that's completely dark, that I have seen movement before. Oh, I want you to take a look at this right here. See this where the membrane is? It keeps pushing against that. So this is eggs getting very close to hatch. Maybe tomorrow I will put it on lockdown. Okay, here's another. Look at that air pocket. That's awesome. Not much liquid. I also see when it moves, it produces a shadow right there. So, yeah, there's a little bit of liquid on this side, but you see how massive the air pocket is? That's beautiful. Okay, make sure the X is up. And yes, I write on my eggs with not a marker, but a pencil. Okay, this one also looks really good. Very dark. I also see movement right there. This one has a little bit more liquid than I'd like, but this is also one of my bigger eggs. So I have to take that size into consideration. Okay. I have 4 more eggs to show. Okay, this one's moving. Still a little bit of liquid, but look how little liquid it is on this side. That's wonderful. So, I'm happy with that. Very happy. I'm hoping y'all are liking my videos and the amount of detail I'm trying to put into them. to show you how much I work with these and how much information I try to give. I still see some blood veins right here. Might not be able to see it on the camera, but that means this one has at least 2 days. And the top isn't as dark as I'd like, so that means there is a little bit more liquid in this egg that I want. But it happens. I can't control everything. I can just do the best I can. Okay, this one also has some blood veins, so it still has at least 2 days. So even though there's this amount of liquid, I expect there to be not as much. It should be about down to here. So, not worried. And then right here, ooh, do you see that? You see that shadow pushing up? That's the baby. So, that's beautiful. So, this egg is probably close to pipping. Of making the internal pip, anyway. So, I'll probably candle tomorrow and possibly try to give more. Look at that activity. I love it. Maybe I can show you the beak inside the egg to show you how it pips. Another thing I'm going to show is, well, possibly it chirping while I'm, candling. So that's also pretty cool. Okay. This egg still has a little bit of liquid. Not as much as I want. Oh, I do see movement though. So that makes me happy. Wait, you see how much liquid's right here? That's a little bit worrisome for me. But I also see blood veins, which is a very good sign. So I'm not going to worry as much.